Good morning from the woods. It's Saturday. It's super early actually for a Saturday for me anyway, for a Saturday. I was up about 7. It's about 7:30 now, and it's already the most gorgeous day. And I'm with this little one, and we're on our walk. We're on our usual route. We come through these trees here and down. I'll show you in a moment our little favourite view, which we love, which we come and look at every day. And the cows are here today, so I'll show you the cows. Hello, if you found me. I'm Sophie. I'm very new to this, but I have wanted to do it for a while. So I moved into my house, my forever home, I think, in the countryside, and I moved from the city into the country in Devon a year and a half ago now, which is quite scary. So I've been putting this off. I've been wanting to do it, and too scared. I've been putting it off. We have plans for the house, we have plans for the garden, and yeah, I just want to record some memories as well that we make here. So yeah, if you found me, hello. It's nice to meet you. The cows are also coming to say hello. Hello, good morning. This tiny, tiny girl thinks that she can take on this entire herd of cows. So she started on them. That's our pond. Come on, Susie. Good girl. And this is our usual morning little route. So the plan for today is we've actually been invited to a housewarming party in the city in Plymouth, which is so nice. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I wanted to make, so I bought a vase from M&S, which I'll show you. And I just wanted to make a big arrangement of hydrangeas. We've got loads of hydrangeas at the moment in the garden. And I thought that would just make a really nice gift, and maybe some champagne or something as well. So that's my mission for this morning, is to do that. So come with me while I do that. I'm taking a detour actually down. I'm just going to come down our driveway because also there was a bunny just a second ago down here, and hopefully I caught it on camera. I decided to come down our driveway to look at some flowers that I'm hoping there will still be. I don't actually know what they are, so I'm going to take a picture and do some research to make sure they're not highly poisonous or something, highly toxic, before I give them to our friends as a housewarming gift. But I'm hoping not. So yeah, I'm just on our driveway, and I saw them down here somewhere. Here they are. Can you see them? And there's actually loads up here. They are really pretty. But now I'm looking at them, I actually don't think they are a Astilbe. Does anybody know what they are? So now I've had a closer look, I actually don't think they're anything like a Astilbe. I don't know what they are. I'm actually rubbish with plants anyway, so not surprised. Never listen to anything I say. But I've got some pictures anyway. I still think they're quite nice looking, and they could look nice in with the hydrangeas. So I've got some pictures of them. I'm just going to go online and see if I can find out what they are before I pick them. And yeah, so I'm going to go and drop off Tiny Companion over here. And yeah, then we can do our hydrangeas. Just coming out the back of the house, and we've got some absolutely beautiful hydrangeas here. So I'm going to have a go at picking some of these for my arrangement for my friends for the housewarming. Got some good ones so far, but I think they need to be straight and not bent for the arrangement. Some of them are kind of growing on like this angle. So I'm going to come to the front of the house because we've got some more down here at the front. Let me show you. Let's see what we can find here. Here we are, the mother load. Wow, look at these. Okay, success. I've got loads here, so hopefully that's enough and they'll look nice in the vase that I bought. This is the vase that I got, by the way, from M&S. I'm so pleased with it. I just think it's so nice and I really liked the shape of it, so I'm so pleased. So I've just got my fresh water in there now and some flower food. I'm just going to pop them in and see if we can just arrange them nicely. I think that looks so nice. I'm so pleased with that. How does it look from your angle? Here's from this side. I'm so pleased with that. I think that's really lovely. I can't decide whether it needs any filler or not. You know, like just some little white flowery bits to kind of fill it out a bit, or some ferns. Or is it just nice how it is? I like it like that. Can't decide. What would you do? Here we are again. So this is the plant that I identified here. I'll show you up close in a second. Here we are. I just think it's quite pretty. It's kind of frothy. I looked at the name and it's actually called Lady's Bed Straw. And I think it's actually a weed. I think it might be a weed or considered that, but it is safe to use in bouquets, and you can use it. And I think it's pretty. So I don't know. I've got some. Let's just see how we go. I can always come back and get some more. Hello again. So it's about mid-morning now. I'm quite tired today, to be honest, after yesterday. Had the housewarming party. Oh, and I didn't catch up with you again, I don't think, because it ended up being a rush. No surprise there. For me, I was in a rush. It was so hot on the train. Oh my goodness. And then in a taxi, we went to a restaurant just to get something to eat. And then back in a taxi to the house party, and we just had such a nice time. And yeah, it's been a slow morning this morning. A few drinks were had yesterday, and yeah, just feeling tired today. My husband and I don't really drink that much or that often, so I think we're feeling it a little bit, even though we were home by 11 o'clock. But that's as wild as we get these days. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do today, really. It's such a nice day. Again, absolutely beautiful. It's so warm. So, I mean, there's loads of garden tasks that we need to do, but I think it's just too hot to do any work. That's my excuse anyway. Swimming is on the cards. This is where I swim, in this pond here. So this is we call it swimming pond. It's fresh water because the water flows in and out of the pond, so it's not stagnant. And it is really clear, if you can see here in the shallow bit, it's really clear, and then it just gets quite deep in the middle there. However, today there's quite a bit floating on the top, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clear this away. So I've just cleared the drain here. You see it's moving now. So in sort of, I don't know, half an hour or so, all of this stuff on the top, I don't know, maybe give it an hour, but that should all clear. So yeah, let's carry on our way. For now we're just on a little walk. But I thought I could just show you around a little bit as we go. Well, this one, the middle pond, you can see the island there is so overgrown, we need to tackle that. A house up there, and then here's a lovely willow tree and our bridge. A little river that flows through the garden, which we love, and that was one of the things that we really wanted when we were looking for this house, which we've looked for a very long time. About 2.5 years we were looking until we found this house, which is what we wanted. And one of the things we wanted was some water, a stream really we had in mind, but this is actually a river, even though it's a tiny one. It's quite low at the moment anyway in the summer, but in the winter it gets quite full. Yeah, there it is. So we're so lucky to have it. We absolutely love it. Which way should we go? I think that's too overgrown, so let's go this way. So for a little bit of context, we lived in the city before. We lived in Plymouth for 12 years. We had a 1-bedroom flat in the city centre, and we loved it. We stayed there for 12 years. We were really happy there, but we knew that we wanted to move to the countryside, and it was because of the pandemic, actually. Over the pandemic, I think it made everyone kind of reassess just where they were and what they were doing and what they wanted to do. And my mum and dad decided that they wanted to move down. So we're from the Midlands originally, West Midlands. They decided they wanted to move down to Devon to be near us, and that they would also like a country property, a bit of land, and maybe some animals and things. So neither of us grew up with falling down a ditch. Neither of us grew up with that. So the conversation, we can't really even pinpoint quite whose idea it was, but the conversation arose, why don't we? I think we were watching a lot of Escape to the Chateau as well over lockdown. It just kind of came about, really. Why don't we all pitch in together? So my mum and dad decided they were going to sell up, and my husband and I, we had a mortgage that we were applying for, so we pooled resources basically to buy this place all together. So we live all together. Our criteria were somewhere big enough that we could all actually share, and obviously it's a much nicer place than my husband and I could have bought on our own. So we're really lucky in that respect. This is one of my favourite spots. So we're in a valley. Our house is there. Can you just see the roof poking through the trees? And then where we were with the ponds and everything is like way down here in the valley. We're literally in the valley, which is so cool. From that day that we decided, you know what, that's what we want to do. Let's just give it a go. See how it goes. So from that day, it was 2.5 years before we actually found this property. But I'm so glad that we just held out we knew what we wanted. We held out for it for all that time, and then we found this house and we just knew it was the one. So yeah, that is just a little bit of context to our new country life. Hello, a bit of a jump. I'm just back inside. Just went over to the pool, and we just had a little swim, which was so nice in the sun as well. Hello, I'm back with you, all showered, and we had some lunch. And now, this afternoon, something quite sad really. We have to unfortunately say goodbye to our last remaining chicken. I'm just on my way up to the chicken run to say goodbye really to her, which is really sad and a bit of a sad thing to share with you, but I also want this to be real and real life and not just the good stuff. So the story is that we sort of inherited 3 hens, rescue hens, from the previous owners of our house who didn't want to take them with them when they moved. And we said we'd like to, let them stay and have a go at keeping them, and we have loved it. We've really enjoyed it. We've enjoyed the eggs, have been lovely, fresh eggs. So we lost, so we had 3, Stroppy, Scraggles and Miss, we called them. We lost Stroppy at the end of last year. She died naturally, natural causes. I think she was quite old. Scraggles and Miss were very close and they were very happy here together. Here's Miss. Hello, Miss. Hello. Can you see her? Hello, my darling girl. Hello. A few days ago, we had a fox attack and I heard it. I came running and I saw the fox, and then the fox ran away, and poor Scraggles getting upset. In the end, she actually passed away very quickly. We had a lovely funeral for her. My husband made a funeral pyre and we had her in a box, and we decorated the box with some flowers, and we all had a little brandy and a little cheers. And this was a few days ago, and now poor Miss is on her own, and they're not supposed to be on their own. She's not very happy. We think the kindest thing for Miss is if we give her away to someone else who will have her, and she can make new friends and be with other chickens again and be someone else's pet, and someone else can love her. So we've decided to do that. It took us a while. We were sort of arranging something with someone and that fell through, but today we have found her a home. So she's only been on her own for a few days, but it is time to just get her to her new home now, this afternoon, so that she's not going to be on her own anymore. So that's really sad. So I've just come to say goodbye and just show you little Miss. Hello, Miss. Good girl. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye. Oh, is that a goodbye peck? Ow! But right on cue, my friend has sent us some flowers. She didn't know any of this was happening, but she's just sent some flowers to say thank you for the wedding invitation and a nice day at the wedding kind of thing, which is so sweet of her. Here they are, sunflowers. So nice. I absolutely love sunflowers. I've changed angle. I have no idea how to film this or edit this. So I'm really sorry if it's jerking around, but hopefully I'll get a bit better as time goes on. These guys, I call these Billy Buttons. Apparently they're called Cresspedia, but yeah, I call them Billy Buttons. What do you call them? I absolutely love these. These featured very heavily at my wedding. We had these in the little buttonholes that the men wore. I just think they're so cute. I love them, and they dry really well. So when they're dried, you can't even tell that they're dried. So I just ordered quite a few dried ones for my wedding. And there we are. Looks so lovely in my new vase. Looking lovely on there. Good evening. It's just after 8 o'clock. The comfies are on, the hair is up, and I've got my cup of evening tea. I've actually started editing this vlog, so I thought it was a good time for a bit of a debrief. Thank you so much if you found me and if you watched, especially if you watched all the way through. And I'd just love to know what you thought about it. Did you like the length? Was it too long? Was it too short? I think it's natural to have a few doubts, I guess, and to just start thinking, should I have done this? Should I have done that? Was it good enough? Essentially, to actually put out there. I am trying to remind myself that it doesn't have to be perfect straight away. So thank you for bearing with me. In future vlogs, I'd like to show you a little bit more of the house, a little bit more of the garden, and talk about our plans for the house and garden. I think one of the things that put me off even starting videos was the fact that not everywhere is done. I think you watch some of these videos on YouTube and the houses are just perfect. They're all done and they're all just decorated so nicely, and we haven't done that yet. We're just not there. We've done a little bit to the house, which I can talk to you about, but not much at all. So I almost feel like I don't even have a nice, nice background when I'm filming, but again, it doesn't have to be perfect. So if you did enjoy it, I would love to know. Give me a little thumbs up or something, or a comment would be amazing to let me know what you would like to see more of. I really enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.